Hello and what's up everyone, Thunderbob here, and I am playing some Diablo 2 Resurrected tonight. I am starting a new character. I've done some videos talking about the characters I intend to make throughout the season here, and this is my third. I started with a Meteor Orb Sorceress, which evolved into a Blizzard Sorceress, which is now a Frozen Orb Firewall Sorceress. Now, after that, I made a Zeal Smite Paladin, which I'm playing cooperatively with a friend of mine. We've had a little bit of trouble coordinating playing together, so those videos are taking a little bit longer to produce. I'll have another one up pretty soon, though. But I'm going to start a Trap Assassin next. I love the Trap Assassin. It's my favorite variety of the Assassin. I've got some okay gear started here and some stuff waiting for me down the road. Um, yeah, this should help accelerate the leveling just a little bit, and I'm going to go over the build just a little bit here briefly at the beginning, and this is going to become like a full playthrough of each of the acts. I'm probably not going to show like all the farming, but I'm at least going to show you how to get through the acts. And generally, when you're doing a Trap Assassin, you might notice like, well, you don't get Lightning Sentry, you don't get Death Sentry till way down here. Yeah, most assassins are going to max Fire Blast the first few levels, max Wake of Fire, put a few points in Burst of Speed, and then when you are like approaching the end of Nightmare difficulty, when you probably like, in your 40s, you're going to respec and then you're going to go heavy into the Lightning. So I'm going to do this Fire start with, and then I'll respec a little later. I did actually play like for just a couple of minutes on this character, so I haven't gotten too far. I've only done the Den of Evil basically. I'm at level 3, so I'm really starting almost from scratch here. But I am just a little ways into the game. I'm just gonna buy some stuff. And I do already have this on. And I've got, when I get to 6, like all of Saigon's waiting for me. We're just going to go ahead, get ready for a burst of speed. Put some in Fire Blast. I'll go 1.
Greetings.
The normal attack. Actually, maybe I'll just do this. Yeah, that's probably better. I didn't even pick up the waypoint. I actually started this character. My daughter, she's 4, and she said, "I want to play that Diablo game with you." And I said, "Okay." Usually I don't play it around her, but she was playing a game in the room, so I'm like, "Okay, let's see how you like it." And I showed her all the characters, and she gave them all funny names, and said, "I want to make that one." And we made an assassin, and I'd already planned on starting assassin. And we got through the Den of Evil. She played a little bit. She's not that coordinated. Um, she's not that coordinated with a mouse yet. Like, they're actually starting to teach her the mouse already in her daycare. She's in, what is it, VPK? Pre-K? Um, yeah, it's pretty great for a low level. But she picked it up pretty quick. She might be a Diablo player here in a couple years. I actually played through all of the original Diablo 2 with my wife 8 years ago or so, when this game first came out. Or excuse me, when Diablo 3 came out. So we played through all of Diablo 2 together, and then when we beat that, we played through Diablo 3 together. She never got into it anywhere near like I did. I put a lot of time into both of these games. She was kind of just humoring me, I'm pretty sure. And when this came out, I was like, "Have any interest in playing?" And we got a daughter now. This was back before we had a little one, and it's a lot harder. Like, there's only so much time in the day, and she's into some other games when she does play. So I am playing Diablo 2 Resurrected sans my wife. Assassin is one of the best starting characters by far, I gotta say. Like, Sorceress, I feel like once you get Teleport is great, but until then, like, your first few levels are really stymied by a lack of AoE unless you go Charged Bolt, and then you're going to be respecking. Whereas the Assassin, like, you're going to put points into Fire Blast eventually, even if you're not respecting. You're probably going to put a few points in there just to get your Death Sentry, to be able to attack more targets. and the arc on there. I think the quest was over here. And I'm not doing like a speed run. Like I'm not trying to take my time either, but generally I'm going to try to hit the quests as I progress. Um, and
Whose handiwork lies buried here?
and kind of play through this somewhat legitimately. Like I'll do some leveling, like tomb runs or ball runs a bit later. But I'm not like purposefully rushing through all the content, skipping things. Stuck. Come here, Blood Raven. I think I mention this like every time I'm playing through this, but that's supposed to be the rogue from the first game, if you're not aware of it. Like, that's kind of the lore, is Blood Raven was the rogue that went mad, and the Dark Wanderer was the warrior, the melee character from the first game, and then the mage character became the summoner. Like, they all went mad in their journey, and yeah, that's kind of like the... And then they changed things a little bit, I want to say, with Diablo 3. They retconned things a little bit. Double socket ethereal superior. If only that was like an elite armor. I actually have a ton. I had to make a mule for all of my bases. I've got a ton of elite 4 sockets, monarchs and whatnot. I should, when I get to a bit higher level, I've got spirit waiting for me already. Spirit sword, spirit shield. Though I'm kind of hoping I'll find some decent claws before then. I've got 2 Bartuks, but those really are not assassin claws by any means. I can get like up to 60 strength for Saigons. Here we go. And I may have to interrupt this. I'm at home today actually waiting for an irrigation guy to come and look at my irrigation system, which I got a little leak on it. Being a homeowner is fun. If you haven't seen, I actually put up a video for Resident Evil 4 VR, which is just awesome. I will probably, when he gets here and I'm not waiting around for him any longer, I'll probably play some more of that this afternoon. Resident Evil 4 is... I'm a big fan of Resident Evil in general. And 4 kind of holds a special place for me. I think it was the first one that I bought on release and just played completely through from one end to the other. And then when it came back out on the Wii, I bought it, and that was even, I think, an even better edition of the game. And just really, really love Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 4 in particular. And I only put in about, like, 90 minutes so far. And I gotta say, it is awesome. It's, they really put some effort, I think, into this version. It's not just a cash grab, and it really shows. Like, they haven't upped the graphics that much, but it's more like all the systems and how everything works together, and just the VR mechanics. Like, a lot of the time when they take a non-VR game and they add VR to it, it doesn't come together. But this one really does. I'm looking for the waypoint, that's why I backed off. I think I'll probably play through that. It's not a super long game, so like, I'll probably do it over a few game sessions, and kind of debating. The footage I get from the Oculus isn't great, though I think I found a way to up the bitrate. I wasn't super pleased with the quality of that footage, but I think I found a way. And that's one thing I don't love. Oculus could definitely give you more options for recording and streaming video. They really don't give you any control, and you have to use like side quest to do anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, just keep those on definitely helps a little bit. I forgot to grab the bow with the gems in it. Oh well. Yeah, I can't really use those. Your traps are all based off attack speed, not cast speed. So like, there's not really even a reason to put on increased cast speed at this point. Like literally, I'm not casting anything. My cat is being very obnoxious. I apologize. What do you want? I need to get a belt. ASAP. Pretty excited. Next week, I'm taking my daughter to Legoland for the first time. I've never actually been, and I'm a huge Lego fanatic, so it's kind of weird that I've never been there. But I guess it's a little bit more of a kids park. So now that I have a daughter, I have an excuse. But she's super excited. She's so cute. I showed her a video last night, actually. It was like, you want to see where we're going? And it was like just a family at the park on YouTube. And it was like, you know, seeing all the rides and the characters. And yeah, she is ecstatic about going. Does anyone want a cat? It's free. I'm gonna give you away, Riley. Need to get to 6 for burst of speed, which will definitely help me a lot with my run walk speed. Over here. I'm not quite at the point where I've got Enigma, but I think I might be in that not too distant future. I've been farming a bit, and I've got a few rare items. I think I could maybe leverage into Enigma down the road. But with burst of speed, at least, you get, you know, that nice speed boost. I really love the Assassin's Kit. I just don't love the martial arts tree. Like, Kixen seems pretty fun. I've done some videos on them. Like, there's some variations of that. But the actual traditional, like, martial arts assassin with the combo points and finishers and stuff, I don't love. I don't know. It's a little too fiddly for me. Like, having to do things in very specific orders. I don't really love it. But the Trap Assassin I've always really been drawn to. It's like, I think what it is I love the Hydra Sorceress, except the Hydra Sorceress kind of sucks. Like the Trap Assassin, and I think I've said this before, feels like what Hydra should be. Like, you know, Hydra doesn't have the highest damage, it doesn't pierce, it doesn't explode, it's like single target. It you know, you can only cast one at a time. Like every negative that the sorceress has is fixed with the Trap Assassin. You can, you know, with enough attack speed, you can drop 5 of your traps, you know, in a second, and they do more damage. They pierce. The only upside to a Hydra source or source in general, of course, is teleport. If the assassin had teleport, I think this would be like the top build or one of the top builds. Like it's already pretty high up there in my mind. It's just a fun build though. All right, there's the tree. I got room for it.
How has this tree escaped corruption?
It's the level. I'm gonna have to go feed this cat in a second. He's being a dick.
I am overburdened.
Go to town real quick, sell some stuff, and take care of this little kitty. Okay, I am picking up where I just left off. I got up to level 6. I still need a little bit more strength for the full Saigon set, so that's just a little bit down the road. I need to get a new sword. It's a little slower, so my casting might be a little bit slower. But I did get burst speed, which will give me a bit more both attack speed and run walk speed. Ooh. And this weapon actually has lifesteal, so that's kind of nice. I need to go this way. I guess I could go to Tristram and save Kane real quick. Stones were over here. Yeah, that burst of speed is so nice. Since your traps are based off attack speed, burst of speed really accelerates your throwing of those traps. And my next big investment's going to be Wake of Fire at 12, which will definitely accelerate things even more. I love one-shotting, guys. I don't like looking at the paper.
Tristram, the first to fall to Diablo's wrath. Kane, go to the rogue camp.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that amp damage hurts, plus the extra fast. Was close. This is a good place to level. Keep pumping you up. So I do want to get my burst speed up to about level 5. It starts to kind of slack off at that point where it's just not as worth it. The plus to skills definitely help, but you don't get quite the same amount of increase after that point. I think I go grab the leg while I'm here. I'm sure I will be doing some cows eventually. talk to Kane.
Good morning.
Go get my ring. Oops. I'm gonna have to sell that.
Hello.
752. I think I need 60 for everything in Saigon. Once you get 60, basically they give enough stats to really like where it all. Okay. Where I left off. I'm gonna try to do one video for all of normal if it's not too lengthy, like, you know, if it's... I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me. I think my sorceress was about 3 hours. If it's around that, I may try to do it just in one shot. If it's on the longer end, I'll separate it by axe, so... That's kind of my thinking right now. I think I could beat that time with burst of speed, plus my sorceress was from scratch, whereas this is definitely not. I've got some decent gear that'll help me get through normal pretty quickly. I'm not completely sure if I'm gonna go through hell right now. Like, I kind of want to get my paladin leveled up, but I've been playing that exclusively with a real-life friend of mine. But we both had stuff going on. My wife went into the hospital for 4 days. She's out now and better. But yeah, that was scary, and just, you know, I didn't play basically all week. I played that Resident Evil VR last night, and played for like 15 minutes. Wanted to put a video together about Summon Necro I'd been thinking about. You can find that on the channel too. And other than that, I've been taking care of my daughter and just visiting my wife, and now she's home and back to work, and yeah. It's hard being a parent and a husband and playing games. Like, I really, sometimes I'll take a day off here or there, and the daughter's in school, so like I'll get a few hours to play. But for the most part, I play after she goes to bed. Very rarely do I play when she's up, unless it's something we can play together. And beyond that, I like to spend time with the wife. So like usually at least 3 nights or 4 nights a week, I'll, you know, either play something with her, or I'll, you know, go to bed and watch a movie with her. So it's like a balancing act. So I really get like 3 to 4 evenings a week to play, and not just play, but also like produce any videos, edit videos. Like when I do a video that's edited, it definitely substantially, you know, increases the amount of time to put stuff together. So that's why the really heavily edited videos, you know, where I'm going through a build in depth and not just gameplay, they take longer, and it's a little bit fewer and far between when I do those. Like, I've got a bunch of review videos, and those take me sometimes 4 hours between, like, putting a script together, getting footage together, editing it. And I feel like they don't get enough views. Like, I think those are maybe my best produced videos, but I just don't get a ton of views on them. So I don't do as many of them.
Greetings.
I don't know why I came back before I leveled, because actually I need 2 levels. So you can know which way it is by where the waypoint is. It's like here, here, or over here, if I remember right. I think this one means it's over here. I could be wrong. I used to know all this by heart. I'm wrong. Yeah, and that would be so much harder without some AoE. I got Saigons waiting for me, and one nice thing is with the gloves, you get 30% increased attack speed. And I could totally go back and do like a couple of Tristram's runs And I probably will maybe go do that just because
I need mana.
it's a little hard to just jump into Andariel at this level. I need to get like, and also you start getting less experience because you're either, you need to be within a certain level range of your targets to get optimal experience. There's some good charts out there that tell you like, okay, so like you want to do Tristram from like 5 to 15, and then you want to do the tombs, and then you want to do chaos and ball runs and cow runs. My cat's still meowing even though I fed it. Does anyone want a cat? Please take this godforsaken animal from me. He's such a jerk. What he likes to do when I'm playing VR, he'll like to lay under me or like around me, so like I accidentally step on him, and I'm like, get out of the way! Why are you here? You're never in this spot unless I'm playing virtual reality. It's like very frustrating. I've actually have 3 cats. You've probably seen them in the background on different videos. The VR content in particular, I do usually have my camera on. Got a cat named Riley, who's a big jerk. And we got a cat named Birdie, who's like this big Himalayan furry thing, who is also kind of a jerk. And then we got a new kitten for Christmas for my daughter. And kitten's okay, she's kind of a spaz. But so is the Himalayan Birdie. Birdie is afraid of everything. Except for the Witten, the kitten. It loves torturing the kitten. Oh, one more level and I'll go get all that Saigon stuff. I hope you can't hear it, but my neighbor's mowing right now.
Not enough mana.
There we go. Go ahead and get the Saigon stuff. That gives you 10, which lets you put... I gotta decide on that, actually. This on, which does a lot more damage, though it's slower attack speed, so I'm not 100% sure, actually. Might be not so good. So you get magic find, you get attack rating, you get attack speed, you get everything. And I need a little bit more for the Saigons. Oh yeah, I could do that too. This is a really good early amulet with the extra mana regen and some life regen. Yeah. Damn, she looks cool now. Saigons is definitely my favorite leveling setup. It kind of gives you everything. Tons of attack rating, where you never miss. Increased attack speed, some resistances, some decent armor, all at level 6 with like 60 strength, other than the shield there.
Try and cage me.
And the shield even has plus to skills at level 6. That's like, it's not too shabby. And I keep forgetting to throw up my burst of speed. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more in there. And just go a little bit faster, and we'll get it to last a little bit longer. Oh yeah, that's it. Right there. Alright, there's the jail level 2, except I think the waypoint's on jail 1, am I remembering that right? And now I have a full belt. Saigon's is great. Even for a caster, it's like, there's not really, in my mind, a great caster set. Like, there's nothing that gives you a ton of plus skills at low level. There's some that'll give you, like, some extra mana and regeneration and stuff, but with Saigons, you can, like, turn the caster classes into melee guys to some extent. And I'm throwing out those traps a little bit faster, you could say. And this class really starts to shine when you actually get your traps versus using, you know, Fire Blast. Fire Blast is kind of cool. And actually, you know, when you max Lightning Sentry, when you max Death Sentry, you know, you have some choices. You know, your main traps probably, unless you're going fire high level, which is abnormal, but you can do that. I've got a video showing it as well. You max these two, and then for Lightning Sentry, it's Shockwave, Charge Bolt, Death Sentry. But Fire Blast actually gives your Death Sentry increased shots, and Fire Blast does some decent fire damage, so it's helpful for dealing with lightning immunes, though your Death Sentry also does, the explosion from the Death Sentry does half fire, half physical damage. So, like, it's kind of a toss-up. I'll probably decide as I get higher level. I don't know if I'll max it, but I'll probably put a few points into it, at least enough to get the first bonus to, hey, isn't that where I needed to go? Ah, I went the wrong way. You also have a little bit of return thorns damage from the Saigon set, so like the little guys will actually start killing themselves when they attack you. That's, the chat is all kinds of broken. Like, they need to work on that. That hallway kind of looks like a penis. I'm gonna say it. There we go. I am very, very excited. Tomorrow, I'm going to go see Dune in the movie theater. First movie I've seen in a little while. This is a movie I've been waiting for a very long time. I love Dune, like the David Lynch movie. My dad introduced me to, and it's kind of bittersweet. If you're a regular, you know, my parents passed away last year, the end of last year. And like, I'd love more than anything to have been able to go to this with him. But that's not possible. I'm going with a good friend of mine and his kids. But my dad introduced me to the David Lynch movie, probably younger than he should have. I think I was probably like 10 or something, and that's a weird-ass movie. And then I can't remember if I immediately picked up the books, but eventually I read the first Dune and I was blown away. And I would recommend it. Just be patient with about the first 100 pages. It starts slow. They introduce a ton of characters and concepts. But if you can get through that 100 pages, you're in for, in my mind, one of the best sci-fi series of all time. One of the best stories of all time. It's great. And I've read all of Frank Herbert's Dune stories. I've read some of his kids, which are mostly not great. The first, like, 3 that they put out were okay, and then they got progressively worse. And the ones where they try to, like, finish his father's story in particular, I find pretty horrible. But there's some fun in there, too. Alright, Inner Cloister. But beyond the original David Lynch movie, there were the mini-series. I remember me and my dad would have, like, watch parties whenever they came out. We were so excited. They came on, like, the Sci-Fi Channel, and they got the story better, but the budget was much lower. So, like, while it got Dune, I think, more right, it was not as high of a production value. I still love it. I've got Dune and Children of Dune, the one they did later, on, like, I've got it on VHS, I've got it on DVD, I think I've got it on Blu-ray maybe. I subjected my wife to it, and I actually tried to get her to listen to the audiobook of the original Dune, and she got like halfway through before she couldn't. So it's not for everyone. It's okay. You don't have to love the things I love, but you're wrong. Just gonna say that. But I'm so excited to see it, and like, I don't know. I'll be thinking about my dad while I'm watching it. I actually was thinking about doing some videos for like non-game related stuff, like other kind of geeky interests I have, kind of like things Bob likes that you should like too. I don't know. If that sounds like something you would watch, let me know. It would be like books and movies and you know, comics, things like that. Anime, maybe. I'm not huge into anime, but like there's a few things I could definitely recommend to people. So I haven't watched anime in like 20 years.
I am overburdened.
Die! I hate those guys so much. You guys like shooting me through the wall. Wait, am I just lagging? I think I'm lagging. But if that's something you'd watch, leave me a comment. I don't know. It's just something that's crossed my mind. Like I definitely have interests beyond gaming, and I think some other people might want to see it. I don't know. Maybe. Ah. Ah. I'm not going to subject you to the whole run back. Oops. That lightning sucks when you have like no resistance. I don't think this was the right way anyways. Catacombs 2, there should be a waypoint here. These guys just all killed themselves. I feel like I may need to go do a couple Tristram runs. I remember these guys have higher fire resist. Hence, like, a bunch of fire blasts to kill them.
I am overburdened.
I could probably go get Saigon's shield now as well. I'll go do that. That will give me more fire damage to my main attack. Lifesteal, defense, mana, fire resist, damage reduction, attacker takes damage. Yeah. Plus 50% magic find, which is pretty cool at this level. Yeah, I get a fair bit more, I think, out of the Saigons than the Biggin's Bonnet, though I like the Biggin's Bonnet. That's maybe one of my favorite low-level items. I don't know why I'm not going to Kane. A little bit of lightning resist.
The order welcomes you.
I should probably keep those for crafting. Let's do half and half. My 20s, I got some other stuff. Leaf, that's pretty nice at 19. I could do that at 22 if I want to use Saigon still. I need a little bit of dex for it. I do have a spirit. I got stealth at 17 if I want to swap out. Still not decided on that. I always forget that the assassin can open up chests without keys. That's such a cool little unique thing about the class. I'm gonna beat my cat. Not really, but I'm gonna go smush you in a minute. Almost to Wake of Fire, which you also have all the synergy from Fire Blast, so like right from the beginning it does okay. That's kind of a mana hog. It feels good to have that little bit of magic find right from the start. I've actually built out my sorceress a bit since the last time I did a video on her. I'll probably do one maybe this weekend if I can get time. I found some new stuff. I'll show it in the video, but a bit more magic find, quite a bit more plus skills. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Did not find the waypoint though. Let's go back. I think I only missed one waypoint through all of Act 1. This has been a pretty fast run. I want to say maybe 30 minutes for Act 1. This irrigation guy better come because I want to play a little bit more Resident Evil VR, and I kind of don't want to put the headset on and then be distracted. Gotta check my ping. Feels a little bit laggy. Not too bad. Maybe I'm just a bad clicker. The burst of speed definitely makes a pretty big difference with getting through the act. What's my attack critic damage at 32? That's pretty great. I always wanted to make a Thorns build work. I don't think it's possible. I'm actually dealing probably more damage on my Thorns than my like normal attack. Kind of building each of my characters with something in mind. Like Sorceress is my main farmer. Doing all the bosses, kind of going with like the best boss setup I can get. My Paladin, he's going to be a Zealot Smite hybrid, and thought there is he's a good Uber character, but he's also pretty decent just at killing in general. Like I almost went Hammered in, but I got a lot of good Zealot gear, like a lot of good hybrid gear, and so I ended up going with the Zealot route, and I've been pretty pleased so far. It's a fun build. And then this character is kind of just a fun character, but I'm thinking it's pretty good at like cows, and because it's doing lightning damage, and my Saurus right now is a fire cold. Like this guy can take on a lot of areas that my Sorceress has some issues with. And also, if I get Infinity, like you can basically just take on almost the entire game, because lightning resist is one of the easiest immunities to break. Man, that feels awesome. Missed the Heraldric Malice, I just realized. Where is this? I think it's in the middle, which is abnormal, isn't it? This is... Stop attacking me, I'm looking at my map. Are there any edges that I didn't? My map not completely... Oh, is there like a little door down there I missed, maybe? I think so. Yeah, down there, there's a hall. I couldn't even tell. Oh, no, it was in here. I'm a dork. Fire Blast would be an interesting build to make, like something focusing on Fire Blast. It does all right. You can really throw a lot of them out. Like if it wasn't for the traps, I feel like Fire Blast would actually be more utilized, but the traps are just, I think, better. Let's go in here. Damn, that's easy. She actually has really low fire resist too.
Death becomes you on
That would have been a
Diablo.
good drop, like on my first character. Bunch of gems, some rares. See if I can bug it. Though I've read that you don't need to bug it anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways, just in case.
Hello. Greetings, Honor.
Oh, I think I'm supposed to leave before talking to him, but oh well. Okay, so I'm in Act 2. Grabbed the Merc real quick. I went with the defensive Merc because most of my damage is going to be from my traps from here on out, and Might really isn't helping me. Prayer probably isn't doing enough to really to help enough. So we're just going to go with defense, and I already have a decent amount of defense for this level, so with the defensive aura, I should get hit even less, presumably. And you do have my traps now, which is pretty awesome. You kind of just round up as many guys as you can and lay a trap or two down, and you're probably good. Sometimes you'll drop a couple, sometimes you don't want to like waste your mana, so sometimes, you know, just dropping like a trap, you know, if it's just a normal enemy, might be more optimal.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Definitely gonna go through a lot of mana though. So any potions you see, basically grab them.
Not enough mana.
Help if I use burst of speed too.
I can't carry
And my Merc died. Still doing so much damage with my attack, but it's like, it's a single attack. So it's good for like killing that last guy, but you're generally going to want to use your traps to kill the bigger packs of enemies. It's almost like not worth it until you get enough enemies. My irrigation guy will be here in about 30 minutes, so hopefully I can beat Act 2 in that time. I probably could have gone back and done a couple more like Tristram runs or Endariel runs, but with this gear I think I can just keep pushing through. I'll probably do some tomb runs when I get to that level, just because the experience is pretty insane for tombs. I will definitely be enjoying it once I get a an insight on my mercenary, but that won't be until probably Act 5. I do have one sitting around, but need to get that Merc up to, I think it's 27.
I can't carry anymore. Vengeance.
Basically, you want to be maxing these two for the rest of the way, because this 1724, 1826. So Fire Blast also increases your Wake of Fire damage.
Good day.
Frostburns might help, but I think the attack rating will actually be more beneficial when I get to that level. Not the attack rating, the attack speed. Put my stupid mercenary back.
Good day.
Go huff it. Sounds like I'm doing drugs. That was like the fastest dry hills I've ever seen. And All of the Dead is right there. Okay. Might be able to do this in 30 minutes after all. There's like no enemies right now. That's weird. I wish that player command worked in multiplayer so badly. It would make this so much better, because like, you know, when I get a little bit higher and I'm doing tombs, I would really love to just be able to level up solo. Like, unless I'm playing with real friends or people I know, it's just kind of frustrating. Like, finding games, keeping them going. But if I could just hit /players8 when I get up to, like, the right point and do tombs or ball by myself, definitely be preferable. I did not sleep well at all last night. I'm not sure. I was playing Resident Evil 4 VR, and like maybe I got a little too excited, like my heart was pumping or something, but like I stayed up later than normal, and then I went to go lay down, and I did not fall asleep. Like, I think I was up until like 2 in the morning, and then I got up at 6:30 for work. Give me that mana. I was hoping to play some more of my Paladin tonight. I'm specifically only playing it with a buddy of mine, but he's got an MRI going on, and said he's going to be drugged up and probably will be asleep. So maybe not tonight. I'm in middle of Nightmare right now. And like, we're geared up so well, like we could rip through probably all of Nightmare and move right into Hell, but we just haven't been able to coordinate between what's going on with my wife and just normal life stuff. Usually we play like at least once a week, but it's been difficult. Alright. Project Cube down.
Not here.
Yeah, tell me about the cube. I don't know anything about the cube. Got these on. Kind of useless, but... let's just fill up on potions, because that's really what... those are what I need. Not too bad of a charm for... I mean, a jewel for this level. Alright, let's keep going. I think at 19 I get Leaf, which is +3 to all fire. I'll have to decide if I want that Saigon shield or not. I think I'll probably switch to Leaf. And beyond that, I got Spirit in there. I got Bartux I could switch to, though I think I'd use the 2 Spirits over Bartux. I gotta learn to aim with these a little bit better. Nice. I should really keep a flawless on me. I'm trying to craft some blood stuff. I think that's amethyst, right? Oh, did I have a flawed on me too? Damn it. I thought I always took the highest one. I'm an idiot. First rune on this character. And it's barely worth picking up. Alright, agate layer, but I really need the waypoint before I go down 3 levels and get stuck way out here.
I need mana.
This is a really good build for cows. Even like normal cows, like while you're leveling. This build does all right. I love these itches guys. They have like really low life and resistance and just melt from fire usually. There we go. I skipped several waypoints. Have to come back and get them later. I really don't need to keep all of these health potions on me. I'm not going to be using them too much. Not too bad for a low level. Still.
Hello.
My favorite part of the game. Definitely not really. It's just like the tight corridors and stuff just kind of sucks. It's even worse for like a necro with all their summons, but it's not great for even for a trap assassin.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
They just pop. It's great. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Like a fly zapper. Oh, these guys suck though. This is not the way. Like a reverse Mandalorian. Not that way either. There we go. Level 2. I didn't know this, but like Maggot Layer level 2 and 3 are considered what, TC87 levels on hell difficulty and are actually a place you can get some high level items, though I don't think anyone like chooses to farm here, but it's funny that you could if you wanted.
I can't carry anymore.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
I think I've got a better weapon on a mule somewhere. See if I can get lucky. Alright, there we go. I'm actually pretty proficient in Act 2 at this point, I would say. It's Act 3 that I always still have issues with. I feel like that is the biggest maze.
Not enough room.
Pop, 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 pop. I might need to go take a nap. What if I are you playing this evening?
I need mom.
Alright. I don't think I got the waypoint, but I really don't care about ever coming back to the Maggot Layer, especially in normal difficulty.
Good evening.
Lost City, where are you at? Is it right there? Wow. In like the perfect setup here. One bad thing is the fire traps only fire 5 times versus the 10 on your lightning traps. Just something to keep in mind. You're gonna have to probably drop more of them. The game is very dark at times. And right now I got my window open so I can watch when the guy comes. I feel like this light right in my eyes, it seems even darker than normal. go. Another level. Wake of Fire. You actually generally use Wake of Fire over Wake of Inferno. Wake of Inferno, it just doesn't work as well. Even at high level, I did a video where I showed a fire assassin, and like, it's good for single target, but it just does not have the coverage that Wake of Fire has. And generally, you're going to want to use Wake of Fire when you got like a ton of enemies on the screen, which is almost always with Diablo. Yeah, there's no stairs there. Looking for Claw Viper Temple. Maybe there, but maybe over there. We need to go get some more caffeine in a minute. Diablo 2 is not boring me. I am going off at like 5 hours of sleep. I think I passed it. And there's the lost, the ancient tunnels. Another good farming area for hell difficulty. Well, irrigation guy is here. I'm gonna have to back out for just a minute and I will return. Okay. I was gone for like an hour and a half and somehow this game did not disconnect, so that's awesome. I do miss teleport so much. So I had like one leaking head, and I really hope he fixed it, but I'm not 100%. I think I might have a valve that needs to be replaced, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. In Florida, if you do not have irrigation, come wintertime, you will not have grass. It's just a fact of life around here. Is the facts of life. I never watched that show. My mercenary is constantly like wherever the hell he wants to be. That's another thing that's nice about teleport is keep your summons and your mercenary in check. You know, I wonder if the lack of a timeout when you're AFK might be exacerbating the queues, because I just like went to town and left my computer for 90 minutes or so, and it did not kick me. So like imagine all those people who are like, oh god damn, there's a queue. I'm just gonna leave my character logged in all the time. And I don't, Diablo, the original game, I don't think Diablo 2 had a timeout queue if I remember correctly either. Yeah. I don't know if I want a queue, I mean a timeout to like help maybe eliminate the queue to some extent, or if...
I expected worse.
Because like if I'm in and I need to like, you know, go AFK for 15 minutes, I don't want to get logged out. Or like in this situation, I had to leave. I didn't think it was going to be 90 minutes, but it ended up being 90 minutes. And yeah, I didn't get kicked out, so I don't know. So now I gotta go to the palace, Arcane Sanctuary, Chaos, Canyon of the Magi, and then I'm done. I don't believe I missed all 3 of those. It's alright. We'll come back for them later.
You may not. I have.
Oh, wait.
I gotta find... Oh, you gotta talk to Drogon first, that's right. Jognin.
I've.
And now you go into the palace.
Welcome.
Bitch, get out the way. Looked like there was a cut through there. It's basically, you start in the one corner and you're always going to the opposite corner. Or either of the corners, really. Either of the bottom corners, I think, have a stairway down, usually. And there is the waypoint. Back through here. It's so dark. I feel like it was more readable, some of these areas, in the original look. And this one should be Arcane Sanctuary, I think, or is it the next one? Yeah, it's this one, because it's... Getting hungry. Thought I heard something drop. Have to go start dinner soon.
I need not enough mana.
Could have gone this way.
Not enough mana.
In a sanctuary.
Corazon's obsession.
And I'm gonna... let's not go that one. It's gonna end up being that one, though. These guys have a decent amount of fire resist, but doing enough damage at this stage doesn't matter.
I need mana.
The only thing bad about traps is, like, it's kind of the same deal that necromancers have, where you need to be stationary for at least a certain amount of time, because your traps, especially the fire traps, have like a second or two of like lead up time before they do their first damage.
I need mana.
So like, since the most, you know, a large amount of the enemies you face follow you, you can't just like run past because you drop the trap and then the monsters are following you and the traps don't end up doing their job. I think that's why trap assassins are good in like a few key areas, like high density areas. Because usually I'm like running until I find enough enemies to kill. If it's like one straggler, I'm not gonna drop a trap. It's just like right there. It's like, well, now I'm going to because they went up there, but.
I need money.
But usually, if it's not worthwhile, if it feels like there's not enough enemies, I'll just keep going.
I need money.
I feel like I'm getting the animation at times and then not getting a trap. I'm not sure if they're like going off the edge of the Arcane Sanctuary or if I'm crazy. I should change out to the cudgel I've got. Probably should have just teleported back. But I don't mind killing the guys because I'm getting like pretty decent experience. Kind of curious how this character will do with the Steam Deck. I'm getting one, should be here in Q1 next year is where I am at Q. I think like some characters would probably work better than others. Oh, I had it there.
Hello.
Yeah, that's quite a bit more damage, though it's slower. We'll have to see how it does with the traps. That's okay. Yeah, so now I can actually, like, do some damage. Gain some life back. It'd be nice if damage after each kill worked with traps, but if I remember correctly, they don't. So, like, well, I have a lore helm I can put on here in a minute. It's not going to give me the extra mana. I got a peasant crown in there. Give me some decent energy.
Not enough money.
Oh, I can put on stealth too. I gotta look at, is it worth taking off my armor? Did I lose some stuff?
Not enough money.
Head and
Greetings.
look at my gear real quick.
Good day.
Okay. So I swapped out the stealth for, I'm sorry, the Saigons for stealth, which that run speed is really nice. I'm gonna go this way because I said it's probably not this way, so it probably is this way. You know, reverse psychology and all. Definitely insight merc as soon as I can would be nice. Though insight, like your regeneration is based off of your maximum mana anyway, so like it only helps you so much when you got a really small energy pool. Wait a minute. Wasn't that over here? What, did that just change on me? Auto map. Mini map left. Yeah, that's weird. It changed all on its own. It is not the right way, of course. I baked myself out.
Greetings.
So it's, of course, it's always south. It's not always south. Those traps are a lot of fun.
Not enough
Arc's leveling fast. Probably go do some Duriel, some tomb runs after I kill Duriel. At least get like a couple levels before I go into Act 3.
I need money.
I think the Summoner has like the least health of any boss in the game.
Please dead.
Seekers of
There. It's a little downward arrow, which can't remember. We're just gonna run for it.
Not enough money.
Give me all that glorious experience. Is that the end of the line this way? Yeah. That Saigon set looks really cool. It even kind of matches with the stealth I've got on with the, was that russet armor? Splint mail? There we go. Just keep moving. Do not let the lightning kill you. I feel like I always clear out the tomb completely before I find him.
Not enough money. Not enough
Can't wait to go to the movies theater tomorrow. Trying to think of the last movie we did when things calmed down here briefly. I'm in Florida, South Florida, where for like the last 3 months it's been COVID hell again. We went and saw something when it was like a lot calmer. What was it? It's a horror movie, I think.
I need money.
But I just like, I love the movie theater experience. I love,
I can't carry anymore.
Let's see if that's a 4-socket. Probably not. Nope. I don't think you can get them till cows. I love the movie theater experience most of the time. Yeah, the popcorn, the trailers, kind of like the excitement, like seeing a good movie with a receptive audience. And like certain types of movies, like, you know, the big blockbusters, the superhero movies, the comic book movies, those kind of movies, and then also comedies. Like, I remember seeing Superbad in the theater on opening night with, you know, a packed crowd, and just like basically the entire theater did not stop laughing for 2 hours. It was, I don't know, like there are certain times I think when a theater experience is hard to beat. But with how big our TVs are getting, how good our sound systems are getting, less and less like do you need to go for every movie. I actually already can watch Dune on HBO Max, but I like really badly want to see it on the big screen. Like that's where I would have gone with my dad to see it. Like it just feels like the right way to experience this epic movie. So support your local theater. Or don't. You know, it's your call.
Thanks.
Thanks. Luckily, our movie theater, the one right around the corner from me, is like super cheap. I think its matinees are like $5.25. I want to say we're going at like 4 p.m. tomorrow, so that's considered not a matinee, and it's only like $8.75. Like the theater where I used to live, I want to say their matinees were $11, and their regular tickets were like $14 or $17. So definitely more affordable. And it's still a nice theater. It's not like we've got one even cheaper theater, which is by our mall and just in like a kind of seedy area of town. And I think their tickets are like $4.75 anytime. But kind of a not as good theater. It's also way out of the way from where I live now. God, it is the last place I'm checking. It's that little corridor over there, I think. Is there... I know a lot of the tricks to finding, kind of the ways through these zones. Is there one for Duriel's Tomb? I can't remember. I should probably know. I will consult my cheat sheet when I'm done with this. So close to leveling. See if I can kill. Are there any more dudes? Give me my, like... There we go. So I'm going in at level 20. Should I go get my merc? I feel like I can do it. I have a lot of potions though. Alright, I'm gonna go be safe. I'm gonna do this the right way.
It is an honor to serve you.
Hello.
For the extra cold resist.
Who goes there?
Not enough mana.
Or if I can tank him. That's freeze is like slowing me down enough where I can't really heal. Yeah. Oh, I never noticed like his fat jiggles. That's pretty good. And nothing. Can't click anything. Alright, so that's the end of Act 2. I will be moving on to Act 3, but I'm gonna go cook dinner before I do that. And I'll probably just edit this all into one video, so I don't know why I'm telling you what I'm doing. Because to you, they'll probably all be uninterrupted, unless I change my mind. In which case, I'm probably not going to edit this out, so you get to see behind the scenes. Huh.
I'm so
Jaren. Which one's Jaren? You're Jaren.
you have
Then to Mashif.
Greeting, Jaren. Good to see you.
And we're in Act 3.
Well, you
Alright, time to go cook dinner. We're gonna pick this up in Act 3. I did, made an ancient pledge for resist, though I also have Leaf now, which does increase your fire traps, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, that's a decent bump at this stage of the game. Just gonna run. Get my mercenary first. She actually looks kind of cool with the staff.
Hello there.
We got a spirit I can switch to at 27 as well. I'm gonna try to beat normal tonight and have one video of this, see how successful I am. Act 3 can be a bit of a slog, so we'll see how this goes. Running pretty damn fast now though. Jade figurine. I am doing a little bit of damage now. There are some annoying enemies in this area though. I really want to just like rush through the first half of the act. I'm looking for the arachnid layer there. Correctly. Just. I got my second monitor. Let's go pull this up. I'm trying to remember. This is one that like I always seem to have some difficulty with. Actually, my buddy and I were able to coordinate, and we got through another act on our Paladin and Necro combo, so probably have that posted around the same time as this. We're on to Act 3 of Nightmare at this stage. Pretty good for two dads that have very hard time coordinating our times together. She's got a pretty cool animation for staff. I don't know if I've ever used a melee staff on an assassin. Not that this is a melee staff, but God, I love those flame traps.
I need mana.
Alright, I think it should be over here. Where are you, arachnid layer? That's very spidery. I was expecting the arachnid layer over here. That's why I don't like the beginning of Act 3. I feel like there's lots of like dead ends and places that just kind of like warp back onto itself, and like it's very unpredictable. It's very hard to like just know, okay, this is definitely the right way to go, because every time you think, it ends up being like, nope, this is just one of those dead ends that don't actually go where you need it to. I love this stage where you're just like super overpowered and can just murder things at will. Waypoint. And the arachnid layer.
Not enough mana.
At this stage, you're basically just maxing out. Oh man, was it the spider cavern I needed? Did I go to the wrong one? I did it. I did need the spider layer. God, I did not have enough sleep. At least I know right where it's at. And I got the waypoint. Alright, so some of this video is what not to do. Don't go to the arachnid layer. It's never the arachnid layer. No matter what a stripper tells you, do not go in the arachnid layer.
I need mana.
Man, that feels so awesome. Just like watch everything melt.
Not enough mana.
Back it up. Good to see you. Hello.
It's interesting at level 7. Double sockets, you could put some stuff in there. You got some life steal. Oh well. Show Mashif.
What?
Alright, ask Kane, go to Alcor, get your free thing. Talk to Alcor.
Damn. Good day. From
Get your free health. Damn. I think those rewards should be bigger, like, as you progress. Like 20 health in normal. That's like a noticeable bump, I would say. But, like, by the time you're in Nightmare, especially Hell, 20 health is nothing. Like, I feel like it should be 20, and then maybe, like, I don't know, maybe multiply it by something like 20 and then 40 and then 100 or something. Yeah, I do like no damage when my traps are not working. That's why you call her a trap assassin.
I need mana.
Waypoint. I need the Flare dungeon in the Flare jungle. And then I gotta go to the sewers of Karast. I was looking off screen for a second. My bad. Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
I need mana.
There goes all my experience. I feel like I just never know if I'm going the right way in the first half of this act. Never. And eventually I'm going to get to like a dead end and I'm going to look at my map and be like, okay, there were 3 different... Oh, I found the Flare jungle. Surprising. And the Gibdin. Gibdin? I don't know how you say it. Now I need the Flare dungeon, which should be in the area. I am murdering these fools. It's definitely a class that you don't have to worry so much about targeting. Like, there is some amount of skill in where to place the traps. Like, do you lead with them? Do you put them behind you and, like, lead guys to them? But, what I like is, like, you can put your traps down, and then you can worry more about maneuvering yourself in the world and getting in, like, the right spot, being away from enemies. Feels almost like a mini RTS at times.
I need mana.
My mercenary's leveling like crazy.
I can't go anymore. I need mana.
Still looking for spirit bases just to get like a perfect spirit. My one on my sorceress is a 32, let's say. But 35 is what you really want to target. So far so good on the waypoints. And is this the dungeon I need? It is not.
Not enough mana.
I bet this assassin has some swampy pits after being in Act 3 for a while. I wish there were more rune words for other class items. Like the Necro has one. Why isn't there one for a wand? Doesn't make sense. And what, there's a decent druid helm one. I feel like they dropped the ball. I guess wizards, you get the staff one, but that's usable by other people too. It's not really fair. Is this it?
Not enough mana.
Burst speed. Need a timer. Okay, so I found Frost. Didn't know where that is. But where is the Flayer dungeon? Leave that there just in case. This is the point where, like, I look at my minimap and I go, God damn it, it's way back there, isn't it? So I went that way. Probably up there. I wish more classes had movement abilities. Like, I know, yeah, the Assassin's got Dragonflight, which is pretty cool. But, you know, since you need an enemy, it's not super practical for moving around the game world. But, like, if they just had, like, a targetable kick, even if it wasn't quite teleport, that would be cool. Like, I feel like that's one thing that Diablo 3 did pretty well, is they gave most classes some kind of movement ability that was unique to their specific class flavor. And it's gonna be, yep, it is. I think I've got 11 of those things. Maybe right there?
I need mana.
You ever wonder if, like, they told the Diablo storyline from, like, the perspective of the enemy? Like, are you just like this monster who's invading their homeland and murdering all of their siblings? You know, like there was a Lord of the Rings offshoot that told basically the story from, like, Sauron's perspective, and it was like his people were being oppressed, and, like, basically framed it, you know, the other way around. Maybe maybe you're the dick. I mean, you're like this all-powerful Nephilim. Alright, so it's not the Great War. It does not leave me a lot of places it could still be. Maybe back there. Stop attacking me, I'm looking at my map. Yeah, I think this might be... Yep.
Not enough mana.
I need some more mana potions very badly.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore. Not
There's
enough
definitely some
mana.
times where it's difficult because of the tight corridors to get your traps to fire how you want.
Not enough mana.
That fire. Alright. I'm gonna go get those potions. I'm gonna have to huff it back. Would have had to anyways.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. I don't know why I pick up these little charms. They're like never usually that good. There are no enemies on this level apparently.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Like a piece down, and I know where Karast is, so it should be short work from here.
This magic.
Lifesteal, a little bit attack rating, not bad for 10. Garbage. This from Karast. Pretty dang far. I probably should have gone to Karast and then worked my way backwards. I don't know why, it's 10 o'clock at night. Into the sewers. Should be the next area though. I really like this section and beyond of Karast of Act 3. Very cool feel to it. There we go, and we got the sewers, though I should probably get a waypoint before I take it, because I don't want to have to walk all the way back again. And another sewer entrance. Waypoint, where are you? There we go. Back. I love Act 3's layout for the most part. It's just better than Act 5 has an annoying run for a lot of stuff. I do not like explodey dolls. So it's nice that you can just like drop the trap and keep running.
Not enough mana.
This is where teleport would be so nice. Get off me! Which? Okay, here we go. Where we need to be. Usually off like on one of the sides. So if you just go in one direction long enough, you'll either hit another stairway up, or you'll hit the little side area that has the stairway down. Okay, last place I checked. I guess it's over here, actually. Unless it was up there and I just walked right by it. No, I think it's, yeah, it's over here. Go. Alrighty. Just need the flail. Good to go.
You have good day.
Now I basically just run to Travancore, which is actually, this area is super easy because it's always left to right. Could be through Act 3 in just a couple minutes. And then Act 4 is super short. And then we'll see if I can solo Act 5. I feel like I shouldn't have too much trouble. I'm gonna see if I can get the waypoint on the way, but I'm not gonna, like, beat myself up if I miss it. There's also the book quest, the Diffused Fang, is that it? The Rotten Tomb or something? I forget the name of it. Okay. I did not get it, but that's okay. Could be a waypoint. Right up here. And then get the council.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
I think this is one of my favorite starting builds, like just getting through the normal difficulty. Some of them, even like my Meteor Orb Sorceress, it's got some really annoying early stages, unless you want to respec. But I feel like Assassin right off the bat is like a really strong toolkit.
I need mana.
I am looking for the waypoint. I don't know that I'll run this, but it's definitely one that if you're rushing someone, you kind of have to have. There's Endurance 3. I think Mephisto is my favorite boss to run. It's just so quick, convenient, like decent drops. Just all around a fun boss.
Not enough mana.
Not sure if I can actually hit him. Pretty sure I got this. And nothing.
I can't carry
Alright, so Act 4! Yay!
The time.
Was lifesteal, that would be pretty cool.
I'll put that to good use.
Still better than what he's using.
Hello.
See if I got anything new I can throw on. I could do that. Truly isn't too much different, other than I could use a shield. Sanders instead of Saigons. Doesn't really do much for me, and I got that magic find. Pretty soon I'll take off Saigons though. I feel like this build's gonna do quite well in Chaos Sanctuary. Just because the kind of the high density.
not enough money.
Even here I should be getting some decent experience. Did I? Sometimes it's right at the beginning here. That's weird, I couldn't identify it for a second.
Not enough money.
Got those 2 points from Isabel coming as well. Oh, I hate those things. With a burning passion. He has way too much health and normal.
Not enough money.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some mana. Let's do this. I'm gonna go with more
Hail to you, champion.
more mana potions than anything. I don't even need those huge ones.
I can't carry anymore. Corruption, take flight.
He's dead. Forgot to go talk to Shahara. This one should just be a waypoint and a way down if I remember correctly. Or is that, no, that's City of the Damned, right? It's one more, yeah. And then the waypoint and way down will be somewhere in the middle. Like right here. You do the Health Forge. I love the look of Act 4 in Resurrected. They really nailed the fire and the aesthetic really well. What wasn't over there for the quest? Dead end.
I need mana.
Let's go kill Diablo. Because Erdar with the little stun there is annoying. Should probably be just a little bit higher level for doing this. I think you want to be like 25 to get like optimal experience, but I will be that soon enough. There's some weird bugs with this quest screen.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I need mana.
I wasn't like storing those for the specific. I'm just making some room. Where are my health potions?
Not enough mana.
Damn it.
I need mana.
That's some fancy footwork right there. I have 0 potions. Go restock.
What do you need?
Thanks.
And a fire
I
immune.
need mana.
That's supposed to be fire immunes and normal. So many skeleton knights.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
It'd be nice if they'd stop slowing me down.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my mark real quick. Get the fire immune.
Good day.
Hail to you, champion. Not here.
Be Diablo time. Okay, did I hit all the things? Did I not hit this one? I did. Did I miss killing someone? I didn't see the one guy up here die, but he just like I didn't see him. Oh, there he is. Where's that guy hiding at? I walked by like 3 times.
I can't carry anymore.
Can save you from me.
Not enough mana.
Thanks.
I need mana.
I really don't like the look of his lightning. They should touch that up. So I'm in Act 5.
I
Which I might try to burn through here real quick. I think I could probably do it in about 30 minutes.
I.
Is there any cool new stuff I can use yet? Throwing Goblin Toe wouldn't really help me too much. Pleasant Crown 29 for skin. 28 when I take Saigons off. I could use those at 42. Sanders. I get some skill amulets here pretty soon. Alright. I did just throw on Spirit. See how that does as far as attack speed goes. 16 with that. I'm gonna see how fast we can do Act 5.
You'll pay for your atrocities, Band.
Yeah, I'm getting decent experience. I wasn't sure if I might be a little too low, but that seems okay. Kind of just stopping for the larger packs of enemies too. Like if it's one or two stragglers, I'm not even gonna bother. It was a charm, but I'm not going back. That spirit definitely is nice in that it gives you a decent boost of health and mana. Absorb, like, plus skills, faster hit recovery. I think spirit is like the go-to on like a caster type character. Even though this isn't completely a caster, it's pretty close to one. The biggest difference, though, is that Assassin, of course, does not require faster cast rate, but rather faster attack speed. So, like, the extra attack, the faster cast rate on this weapon is kind of wasted.
I can't carry anymore. Shank, your
We're
command
done with the
is
Bloody
ended.
Foothills. So I just went and got a new Merc, who's at 24 now. Still not quite able to use Insight, but pretty close.
I can't carry anymore.
Needs a little bit more dexterity, which maybe I can... I didn't have any items on me. Can find him something. Like, uh, stealth provides some dexterity, but not quite enough. This quest is a kind of a clever way to introduce you to runes and rune words. Like, it gives you a 3, which is like the 3 that you need for a pretty cool low-level shield. And actually, this shield, it's nothing like amazing, but I remember when the game first came out, it seemed pretty awesome. At least when the expansion came out, I mean. Where it definitely gets overshadowed by a lot of other items in the game once you get higher level. This area, the lightning traps definitely do a little bit better. Just like all these teleporting guys and people spread out all over the map. It's kind of hard with such a small range. Where these fire traps really shine is when you've got, you know, a lot of guys tightly packed. Cows, Chaos Sanctuary, you know, ball runs. And I am kind of rushing through this just a little bit. My bedtime is approaching, and I wanted to play a little bit more of Resident Evil VR, so... yeah, I really want to beat normal tonight, though. I mean, got this character from normal all the way into Nightmare on my first day, which I know is not like that super impressive, but for a dad who is limited on his time, it's pretty good for me. I need the frozen river for Anya. Then do the ancients, then do Bale himself. That's not what I need. Well, not yet, anyways. Other Saigons. I don't know how many full Saigons I got. A lot.
I am overburdened.
Loot point, and there should be a frozen river about here. Frozen river. Really need that waypoint though. Is it maybe running off? the back here. Which I really don't want to do. There it is. We'll do Anya, do Ancients, go play some Resident Evil, go to bed. Watch Dune tomorrow, yay! Been seriously waiting for this movie for a long time. Like, it got delayed a full year, and there'd been like rumors about it for quite a while. I know the director, Denis Villeneuve, had been wanting to do this movie for ages, and had been talking it up. And he's a director I enjoy quite a bit. His Arrival was quite good. Blade Runner 2049, a very, very worthy sequel. And then when it got greenlit, it was like, oh, that's amazing. And then it was like, trailer came out, it's all done. It's actually happening. And then it got delayed a full year from COVID. Like, legitimately more than a year. And then it got delayed. It should have been out last month. It came out last month in Europe and some other places. But not here. For whatever reason, they decided to delay it a further month, which, very weird decision. But I am very excited to see it. I wonder if we're gonna see any Dune video games. Like, I don't think there's ever been... Well, that's not true. The Dune RTS games were pretty good. But, like, an actual game that tells, like, the real story of Dune, we haven't really seen. I'm curious. Maybe we'll get something out of this. Seems like it's hitting some, like, mainstream appeal and, like, a certain critical mass. Like, kind of like the Lord of the Rings, and then there were so many, like, cross-media kind of promotion things.
I am overburdened.
That could be cool.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Now, to see if... Do I have any gems that'll give me some dex? Strength. Dex. I could... I don't know if I have 2 emeralds on a mule, probably.
What is it?
62 plus 20 is 82. So I dropped 2 perfect emeralds in here. I could use insight right now. I kind of want to do. Okay, so I went and did it. 1, 2.
I'll put that to
Equal
good
my
use.
shoe.
I can't use that yet.
Oh, level 27. I'm 27. He's 24. God damn it, mercenary. You suck. Alright. I gotta find the thing I was looking for again. Oh, right there. Cool. I feel like Act 5 is a little bit easier to navigate than 2 and 3. Like, there are a few areas that are completely random, but to a large degree, there's like a pretty predictable, like, it's always left to right here. It's always from this end of the level to that end of the level kind of stuff. I think I get some new gear when I get back into town. Waypoint. I think the Halls of Pain are like my least favorite zone in the game as far as like the enemies in them. And the last boss, Corpse Explosion. Unless I'm running keys, I never even bother. Shell Rune in normal, that's cool. Is it Frozen Tundra, and then Ancient Way, and then the Ancients, and then the ending. Never thought about it. Are those wells supposed to be magical, or is the idea that like your character like is drinking some water and suddenly is healed? Just like popped into my head. Only I had teleport. Sure. Where is it? This was the Drifter Cavern down here, right? Not the Drifter Cavern. Oh, they're a little offshoot there. Could they be right next to each other? I need the frozen tunnel. Or the Is there frozen tundra off of Crystalline Passage? God. I don't know where I'm going. I just noticed it's in the corner and I missed it over here. I don't know how I didn't see it. Right by it. Fire kill! This is another one where it's usually just like one end to the other. How do you miss a door? Can't block, it can't dodge. And when you hit the wall over here, you usually head one north or south. Oop, I passed it. Alright, so now we need the waypoint, kill the ancients, kill Diablo's brother, and then we're done with normal. Is it? Waypoint. Curious if I'm going to be able to take on the ancients. I think I can do it. .24, he's not leveling up too much.
shall
Although
prove
this place
worthy.
looks. Should have put a waypoint down there. Well, let's just go for it. I'll just like overlap them as much as possible. Don't die, mercenary. Down. Two down.
I need mana.
I made it 28. Can I go get an Act 2 mark now? That's... I really just want one that's high enough to use my insight.
Good day.
6. That'll be high enough that he'll actually level up. I don't really care what they're giving me because it's not much right now. Oops.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
One more level then. Peasant's Crown? Gives me another plus skill. Plus a bunch of stats. I can throw on Sanders Taboo. I still get the 30% from that though. Even more speed though, you lose the magic fine though. I'm really not. I think I want to keep the 2-piece at least for now. And I can play stealth.
Thank all that.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Not here.
Now I'm moving. Got my Nikes on, my Jordans. Man. I didn't shit nicely this time. Helps when you have like 120 run speed. Actually, what does it say? I've got 80% faster run walk. That's not too bad. Max resist. No, 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 don't die, don't die. Stop dying. You get one level so I can get insight. Alright, we got this. Hazel. This might be the easiest ball run I've ever done. I mean, in normal. Damn it! Bazille, stop dying.
Best.
It's there. Gotta carry it with me because I think he might do it before we get to him.
I can't carry anymore.
Maybe not.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, Fazelle! Can you not just live for a minute?
I need more.
It's like kind of easy when you got like 80% run speed. You can literally just run them in circles, even without slowing them down. Of course, now I got Decrepify. But I wouldn't do for Static Shock right now. I think I throw some of these out too. Probably have to go grab some potions. Maybe not. I love how fast you can throw those out. Even just like a level 5 fade and a little bit of IAS. Pretty close to breakpoint.
My brothers will not have died in
And all rares. I really don't need another Saigon. So I really don't need any of this stuff. Alright, so that is my normal run. I plan on doing Nightmare maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. I might spend the evening playing Resident Evil, depending on how things are going. But yeah, loving the Trappers so far. It's a great, fun build. Maybe my favorite, like, just running the normal game without rushing or anything. Just a fun character. Thank you again for watching, everyone, and have a great night.